you, man, with a smile on your face. All you needed was a little zip. A little zip in your life.
And some stripy shorts.
They are very stripy. And they're actually shorts, unlike my shorts, which are more like pants, but not quite pants.
Three-quarter, man.
You know what we call those? Not quite shorts, not quite pants. Spants. Ports. Or ports. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on a Monday. Thank you for putting up with Greg James for a few hours to get to this point. Oh,
it's me.
What?
Oh, no, you did.
Oh, yes, I did. 81199, Twitter, Facebook. Let's get some records on boards in here tonight. Let's get everybody galvanized for an exciting week's worth of shows. Let's take you to Nottingham right now.
From Aberystwyth this morning, we're here following the torch around, and I've been told that we have to cross live to Aled for some breaking news.
Hi, Dave. We're currently going through the heart of Aberystwyth, and Lee Colson, who has coached hundreds of children throughout local schools, is currently running with the torch. Oh, my God!
What happened?
Hello? It's Chris.
Oh, wow.
I'm speechless. So Lee Colson is currently handing the torch over to our Chris now. The town of Aberystwyth come to a complete standstill as Chris Knowles has taken the Olympic torch and is now going to run through Aberystwyth.
Back tomorrow from 6:30. BBC Radio 1.
Next, waiting for this. Don't know the
This
is next level.
Next generation. If you don't already know this, about fourth song in, Monday to Thursday, we play a brand new piece of music that you've probably never heard before. It's called Next Hype, and tonight it's from Owen Cuts. The track is called Born As. Shout out to Red Yates for the hookup on this. Reactions, please text Twitter, Facebook, line them up, send them in.
Born a Capricorn, born to be adored. Our youth is borrowed was my sword. I wasn't born to be ignored. St. Mary saved me from an early grave. From Place Street raised me up again and again and again. Call me the dreamer of the bunch. The cuts his only son.
Armstrong,
polished. That's what you're looking for with the next hypes. Sometimes they don't come through sounding as produced as that or as ready as that. Sometimes it's just a brilliant idea that's been captured by an artist that gets our imagination working. We decide to share it and hope it develops into something broader. But in the case of Owen Cuts, that feels ready. Track is called Born As. Singer-songwriter from London, big fan of everything. You can hear the ideas being thrown around that. It's a pop song and then it's been stripped apart, put back together full of all these different ideas. And as has happened on several occasions throughout my life, Reggie Yates delivered that to me personally and said, you gotta check this guy out. Reggie Yates, we all know him, one of the nation's favorites. One of the longest running and brilliant television presenters and media personalities, all-round talented guy. He's a DJ, he's an actor. He's found success recently as the presenter of The Voice, or co-presenter, I should say. The one thing a lot of people need to remember about Reggie Yates is he has sharp ears and a love of new music. Don't forget that. Here's a text from Ross and Port Talbot. It's like Kasabian met a polite Jamie T with some beats. I like that. It's good. That's your next hype. Look it up. Owen Cuts. C-U-T-T-S. That's how you spell it. Quick shout-outs to Mark traveling home to Eastbourne. Mike in Gloucester. The Myrtle in Fawley. What's up to Anna and Jason in London? Johnny D from Northampton and Vicky in Bolton. Ben and his tractor and Jonesy in Durham. Lydia in Oxford and on the M1. What's up to Daz in the van on board? Sean Anglesy's on board. Pete in West Wales. Mark him on a fief. They keep coming in. John Steele on board in Swindon. Tony in Cornwall and Liz in Kempston. After what was a magical morning this morning with Chris Moyles and the Radio 1 Breakfast Show team, let's shine a spotlight on Aberystwyth. I was out there recently and did a show. If you're in Aberystwyth right now with the surrounding areas and you're listening to world's famous BBC Radio 1 and the buzz of the morning is still with you, 81199. Let's get the on-boards in. Twitter and Facebook applies as well. Aberystwyth, deepest Wales. Let's hear from you. Where are you? We're open. We're looking for you. What's your name? Tell us where you are. Okay, we got such a massive show lined up for you this week. We do our best to deliver time and time again, but this week feels so special. Going in reverse. Thursday, a very special guest in the verses. You do not want to miss it. Watch this space. On Wednesday, a hot chip recorded session and the hottest record from Disclosure, two of the most exciting young producers in the world of club music. On Tuesday, a hottest record in the world from Pure Love, Frank Carter's band, worldwide exclusive. Big up the Radio 1 Rock Show and Daniel P. Carter. The return single from Pure Love and our archive live for one broadcast only and then never to be broadcast again. Jay-Z and Rock Nation have personally give us the rights to broadcast highlights from his Glastonbury set again in the countdown to Hackney. We told you we'd deliver for you as the excitement for Hackney builds, and we put our show where our mouth is. There you go. Jay-Z, live from Glastonbury, highlights from that show, signed off for one-time only broadcast. Check it out Tuesday night, archive live, RT spread, share that stuff. And tonight, a rare interview with Knife Party around our EP of the week, Rage Valley. Our single of the week is Plan B, Lost My Way, and he's also the subject of the Monday night feature interview from 8 p.m. tonight, going deep into the world of Plan B in his most recent radio interview. And the hottest record in the world, which we launched on, The Vaccines are back with their brand new album. An interview with Justin from the band as recently as an hour and a half ago, and the worldwide exclusive first play of No Hope. A massive show. Expect him. Knife Party, The Vaccines, and this Cat at 8.
Yeah, they call me the recluse.
myself, looking round at myself, thinking I don't wanna go out there. I don't need no help looking after myself, I got everything I need right here. I ain't trying to impress anyone in this cesspit jail, I just don't care. I ain't gotta smell fresh from a woman, so I'm blessed not washing my skin or my hair. They can call me a recluse, they ain't gonna remove or cut me loose from this place I'm locked in hiding. Like a rock I won't move, cause you know I've gotten used to the space that I'm occupying. There really ain't anything out there on the ring that enjoy more than seeing me crying. So I do it in my room where none of these goons can see me, though I know they've been trying. I ain't cut out for this, I'm a coward, I admit I never been no big thing. The thought of killing makes me sick, but I don't wanna be no victim, no way, not Strickland. So I just stay in my cell like I'm bricked in and hope that stops me from getting kicked in, even if it earns me this nickname in prison. And yeah, they call me the recluse, 'cause I don't go outside for nothing.
Ever stand up, loud and clear. Wild Man on board as John Deere and Aberystwyth. Alice revising for an English exam tomorrow. Tony Salvoni in a hot caravan, Aberystwyth. Kirsty's still buzzing from this morning in Aberystwyth. Just leaving Aber after seeing the torch today, says Dean. On my way to dancing lessons at the Art Centre, that's from Stevie. Izzy and Danny, April in Aberystwyth. So in Burl and Aberystwyth as well. Shout them all out. Right, check it out. Skrillex, Bangarang, What's? Then Thursday night's hottest record from Linkin Park. A repeat of that, then we go into the brand new vaccines. Brace yourself, fools.
Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys.
Bangarang, ho!
Shouts to all my boss boys, we rowdy. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys, we rowdy. Shouts to all my boss boys.
rise of Skrillex continues. Key festival appearances in the EP going from strength to strength. And the title of the TP, Bass. Skrilly. Hey, last Thursday, something very special for the Linkin Park fans, in particular the association, who found the final clue for the new single, Lies Green Misery. And then Mike Shinoda on the phone with a special surprise for Joe.
What I want you to do with that file, it says liesgreenmisery.mp3.
Mm-hmm.
What I want you to do with it is I want you to add your name. And I want you to leak it.
Right.
I want you to put it on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on your blog, Warner Brothers is not going to come after you. Linkin Park is going to let it go.
That doesn't work for me, so I'm going to hand this over to you, and you're going to leak it.
Awesome. Here's the thing. No one else in the world has that MP3 right now.
Yeah.
You've got the album quality version, so what I want you to do is change the name of it and put it out there, and now everyone in the world who gets that album quality song, they're all going to have your name on it.
Always thinking the next step for them and their fans. Mike Shinoda and Linkin Park. From the scavenger hunt to the radio to the net, Lies Green Misery.
I'ma be that nail in your coffin, saying that I softened. I was ducking down to reload, so you can save your petty explanations. I don't have the patience before you even say it. I know you let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose. push me to let you know you can't intimidate me. You respect me so clearly, now you better hear me. That is not the way it goes down. You did it to yourself and it's over. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sounds. I wanna see you choke in the light. Follow up your day. Suffer all alone in the misery. Choke in the light. Follow up your day. Suffer all alone in the misery. I wanna see you choke in the light. Follow up your day. Suffer all alone in the misery. Choke in the light. Follow up your day. Suffer all alone in the misery. You did it to yourself. 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 You did it to yourself.
Linkin Park firing on all cylinders after what's been an enduring and wonderful career for this modern rock band from America. Lies, Green Misery, last Thursday's worldwide exclusive and hottest record. Making way for a brand new one. Is everybody ready? Woo! What a turnaround for this band. In fact, let's look at the journey so far. Absolutely incredible. From demo to record deal to album in quick succession. And from there, perhaps in very small part due to the fact that there really was a huge absence of quality rock and roll bands that were new at the time, but also because they worked hard and they have an infectious music that does not leave your brain. The Vaccines, one of the biggest bands in the country, are back. Drum roll, please. Justin from the Vaccines is on the phone, and we have much to discuss and more to listen to. How are you, man?
Man, how are you?
I'm real good. So the album is done.
It pretty much. In fact, I speak to you from just outside of Bath. We're just putting the finishing touches to it. But yeah, pretty much.
We have an album title. It is called The Vaccines Come of Age. You love a little bit of humor with album titles, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of, I love that we're able to be slightly tongue-in-cheek, but also a classic at the same time. It is instant vintage, as is the first song, which we're going to play right now. Worldwide exclusive, and as always, on behalf of the show and the station, thank you very much for allowing us to share it first. That's cool.
And when we come back, we've got even more news for the people of the Vaccines crew. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is the Vaccines' hottest record, No Hope.
It's Monday night with Zane, Lowe, and it's about 7:30 p.m. and my man Zane is about to put on the hottest show in the world. I could bore you with the truth about an uneventful youth, or you could get that rap from someone else. And I could make an observation if you want the voice of a generation, but I'm too self-absorbed to give it clout. And I don't really care about anybody else when I haven't got my own life figured out. 'Cause when you're young and bored and 24 and don't know you, I know, but there's no hope and it's hard to come of age. I think it's a problem, does it ever go away? I know I am so self-obsessed.
awesome, says Jody Brown. Stephen, this is my favorite. Well, sounding sick. I'm singing them at Leeds and can't wait, says Sophie. Logan says, so good. Emma says, yay, love the vaccines. Zara Stacy, can't wait for the album. And that's just a small selection of the reactions that have come flying in straight away from tonight's hottest record. And here's why.
Oh, that's so full of melody that I don't even know where to start. It's like the chorus starts and then the second chorus comes in, and it's, I mean, you know, you're throwing a lot of melody in this tune, and it leads me to think, Justin, that No Hope is a sign of confidence for this forthcoming album, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And also I thought it was I think, you know, we all felt it was a really good bridge, you know, between the first record and the second record. I think, you know, it shows people we're still doing pretty much the same thing, but that I guess as musicians and performers, I think we've come a long way in the last sort of 18 months, and I think there's a lot more sort of character and spirit and musicianship in there.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right, it's reassuring that when it comes to your music, that will be the constant, that whilst, you know, you might alter some of the sounds or who you work with, whatever, but you know, you're very committed to a very simple, strong pop melody, aren't you, as a band?
Well, that's what we like to listen to, and so that's, you know, what we want to make. I think, you know, I think you can progress without getting too weird.
You talked about the character, and I love the way you're singing in this tune, and it sounds like you're having fun and trying new things, and you've always been a singer who's developed your own sense of tone and timbre, but you're definitely being playful with your vocal on this record.
Well, yeah, I mean, that vocal's completely live, you know. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10 when you make a record, you know, you'll sing along to a song and then you'll comp the best bits. But I sung that with the band at the same time.
Yep.
And we didn't comp the vocal. That is a completely live vocal, and I think you can hear that. And I think we're more confident as well, you know. On the first record, I think we were a little bit like highly strung and we were having fun, but perhaps we weren't showing it. And it's such a fun sound that I think, you know, playing music, rock and roll music, you know, in a room with, you know, 3 other people is fun, and I'm glad that you can kind of, maybe you can hear that this time.
Oh, you've come of age, haven't you? Eh?
Well,
and I'm not even patronizing you, because for the new listeners right now, that's the name of the album, so I'm not even being rude. It's out on Monday, September the 3rd, and before that, we can now exclusively and officially announce that the Vaccines will also, and of course, you had to be, part of this huge live event taking place in Hackney for Radio 1 and 1 Extra, which is so good to have you on the bill, and it's such a huge bill.
No, it's a sort of, it's an honour to be involved, really. I think, sort of, our sort of success over the past year and a half has been so sort of synonymous with the support we've received from Radio 1, and I'm not just saying that, sort of, we're well aware of that, and so I think being a part of the day, honour to be asked.
It's an honour for us to have you, because things have gone so well, and it's been a wonderful journey for everyone, your fans, most importantly, I think, along with you guys, to really, you know, be a part of you guys growing and becoming bigger and bigger. And it wouldn't be the party without you. You know, we need that sense of melody. We need that rock and roll in Hackney. And you know who else is playing? I mean, stakes is high on that day. You better bring your A game as always.
I know, Jack White, right?
Seriously. Oh, dude, Jack White, he's like the big... No disrespect to J-Dub the Third, you know how much of a fan I am, but Jay-Z is there? I mean, it's crazy. It's going to be crazy.
That's true. Yeah, no, we're going to have to bring our A game.
As always. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vaccines are back, and we're looking forward to spending more time in your company as you develop the release of this new record for September. And we've got something else really special lined up as far as this show is concerned, and you. We'll get to that at a later date. Let's keep something to ourselves. But we'll play No Hope again at 8:30. It's up on the Hottest Records blog as we speak, and enjoy this whole experience, because you guys are back, and, you know, pressure's off for a minute.
Thanks.
Vaccines, 8:30 p.m. for a repeat. Right now, Bombay Bicycle Club and Big, and still to come. Plan B at 8 p.m. for a full-length Monday night feature into his world at this point in time, with album to come. Let's go.
Feeling hot, we steal all of the sound. When I fall, my soul burnt out. Make it out of there, say you feel
new vaccine single is called No Hope. The new album, Vaccines Come of Age. It's due out September the 3rd. We'll play it again at 8:30 p.m. tonight. That, of course, is Bombay Bicycle Club. That's your in-betweener. Not quite ready to record the next record, but you get a fan favorite from the live shows recorded and put out official. Coming up, a revision break for all of you that need it, and the final stretch of your exams, and a worldwide exclusive from Mac Miller up next.
This is the sound of BBC Radio
1 Extra. Shake your bum bum, bum bum. You must really need your bum bum. Shake your bum bum. Overload.
Are you getting 1 Extra? I got the remedy.
Extra R&B, extra hip hop, 24/7.
I've been everywhere, man, looking for you, babe.
Get it on digital radio, digital TV, online, and now on your mobile.
BBC Radio
1 Extra.
81999 ，press 過嚟聯絡我哋嘅 channel BBC Video 1，好嘢，好嘢，好嘢。
It's time for another worldwide exclusive, this time from our guest last Tuesday who came live into the studio. Is charming and funny, incredibly talented for his age. American rapper Mac Miller teams up with touring partner and one of UK's finest, Benny Banks. A double act, they bring you an exclusive. This is Loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Macadelic. I got in my cup, some bet you some sipping. Groupies fall in love, I'm like, you must be tripping. I'm just trying to, she just need tuition. Why you trying to stunt? You need to play your own position. Never gave and nothing about me changed. Still roll up them. Got diamonds in my chain. Yeah, you heard me, I got diamonds in my chain. And it don't make a difference if you crying in the rain. 200 shows, I'ma kill more. I just sold out that Fillmore. Got $1 million, make $1 million more. The #1 spot on the billboard. Yeah, people lie, numbers won't keep me high. It's close, growing up, cold cup. Watch the world go up in smoke. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that up for me right now, right now? Here it come, there it go. Ask your homies, ask your if you didn't, now you know. Never keep your pockets low. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that up for me right now, right now? Here she come, there she go. Never chasing after. If you didn't, now you know. Never keep your pockets low.
I got up in my Rizla. You can bet your life I'm smoking. I'll be f***ing till I'm choking. I'm forever puffing potent. Take your girlfriend right up off you. Go report that she stolen. I dig deep up in that till her leg drops like Hulk Hogan's. I'm the realest ever living. Most these other rappers bogus. I got money for a mortgage. This time last year I was homeless. I get peas. The bro don't like it. See me coming in, the rich get frightened. This is my mouth, I never go mind it. Lost my mind, maybe I don't wanna find it. I make them hate, haters gon' hate. ABC, I'm all about cake. Born and raised, I never gon' change. I still take the food off your plate. You can call me the Great White Hope. Came and I leave and I take home. Got 'em mad at me, can't do it on my own. Now they gotta watch how the world goes up in smoke.
I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that up for me right now, right now? Here it come, there it go. Ask your homies, ask your if you didn't, now you know. Never keep your pockets low. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that up for me right now, right now? Here she come, there she go. Never chasing after. If you didn't, now you know. Never keep your pockets low. I'ma get that Grammy soon. Magazine, Jordan gonna hand me shoes. Magazine, have a team in that pack with me. Get a germ beat banging in the glass lane. When I went to every high school class to be trying to the female faculty. I'm a crazy little good thing my head done ran away. I experiment with but I won't never yay. I just made $1 million, still I think I'm underpaid. With me, kid, no way. When you meet me, stand up straight. Pump out raps, yeah, I got raps. Contact, but think about that for the pesos. Getting bankroll, I'ma lay low, chill. Then let that stack. People lie, numbers won't keep me high. It's close, growing up, cold cup. Watch the world go up in smoke. I like my music.
That That is straight in the 5. Your future, R1 is Mac Miller and Benny Banks. Loud. Future, Radio 1. Love that. That is ridiculous. I hear another throne coming together, man. Transatlantic. The Transatlantic, too. Sick. Love that. How's everybody feeling out there? We've had a lot of fun in the last 47 minutes since we came to air. Well, 44 minutes. First 3 with Greg is always a little bit of a struggle. I'm just joking. Go on, go on. We'd now like to offer you a revision break. It's a much needed breather. As we get to this point, we have not stopped since we hit the air. We want to stop right now and give everybody who needs a revision break a chance to stop. And if you're not doing revision, if you've moved beyond that or you're not there yet, then just use it as a chance to stop what you're doing. If you're preoccupied and your brain is working overtime on something, or you feel like you've put in a lot of effort, then just chill. This is for you in the most unchilled manner possible. I mean, traditionally we like to give people something that's a little bit thoughtful or quite beat driven in revision breaks, mainly instrumental to give people a chance to chill out. But in this case, we're going to go the opposite direction. This one comes from the good Mr. Daniel P. Carter from the Radio 1 Rock Show, who always fleeces us with the most lovely records from his record collection. And this one is quality. UK Rage's TRC have unleashed a brand new single called Team UK. We heard it in the office today, and it floored us. Mouths wide open, jaws on the floor. We jumped on the record. We hugged it uncontrollably for 5 minutes, picked it up, dusted it off, and prepared it for play. And now it's yours. Ladies and gentlemen, cue in on the lyrics. Your Team UK, and this is your revision break. Carter for that head nod. Let me hear you say Team UK from TRC. The revolution continues on Radio 1. That's your revision break. Single of the week and Monday Night Feature in less than 10 minutes time from Plan B. But right now to usher in for the first time ever our EP of the week and the band that made it a knife party. And to kick it off, good evening to the Dark Lord of all that consumes us.
Yo.
What's happening, Rob? How are you?
Yeah, all good, man.
Congratulations on getting this EP through.
It was a hard one. Went on way too long.
I know, and I want to take you back through the hell that was. No, I mean, all jokes aside, I think that fans of Knife Party, without giving too much away, will want to know what holds you guys up. I mean, what is it that keeps the music that's been played around in your live sets on and off and road tested, that little bit away from completion?
I guess they're not ready until they sound ready to us, and whether that takes a couple of weeks or a month, I guess it's just done when it's done.
The success that's come for Knife Party is incredible. You really, you're on an amazing wave right now, along with several of your peers, Skrillex included, whereby you guys are playing enormous shows and selling everything out, and it's been an amazing, very, very quick turnaround. Has it surprised you how quickly this has taken hold as well?
We weren't sure if anyone was going to take notice at all, or if it was just going to be a little underground thing. But it's blown us away how quickly it's taken off.
Well, how have the shows been? I mean, I've seen tons of them, and I've played with you guys and know how amazing, the crowds and you come together. It's an amazing energy. What have been some of your highlights in the last sort of 6 to 12 months in terms of some of the shows that really stick out for you?
I'd say some of the bigger house shows have been completely new to us. Playing Chucky's Dirty Dutch thing in Holland to like 25,000 people.
How was that? To describe what that was even like for you guys.
We showed up and they were playing this track by Quintino called Epic, and it's probably one of the more sort of evil, foreboding house tracks you've ever heard in your life. We'd never heard it before we showed up. We needed new pants.
Tell us just quickly about Bonfire and what was the key ingredient for Bonfire that really worked for you, and tell us the story about making that one.
The key ingredient for Bonfire was, I guess, making a completely different track and then hating that and deleting it and starting another track called Bonfire. That was the main one.
That says more about Rob and Knife Party than you'll ever know. Part of the reason why a lot of artists like to do other things and move away from their primary focus or creative focus at that time is to lessen the pressure that they're under. With Knife Party being such a success at the moment, it must be kind of ironic to think that you started it as a bit of fun and it's ended up being, huge in its own right.
Yeah, I guess so. I think you just have to take the seriousness out of it. If you focus too much on, if you get all serious about it and you're like, oh, right, well, now we have all these people listening, another third EP has to be even better. If you start thinking like that, you're dead.
Giant tropical centipedes share their territories with tarantulas. Despite its impressive length, it's a nimble navigator, and some can be highly venomous. As quick as lightning, just like the tarantula it's killing, The centipede has 2 curved, hollow fangs, which inject paralyzing venom. Even tarantulas aren't immune from an ambush. This centipede is a predator. Centipede. 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 Centipede.
Very rare and exclusive interview with Rob from Knife Party, the Dark Lord on Radio 1, to help us usher in a week for our EP of the week. Knife Party's brand new EP out now on Beatport. That, of course, is said to be played in full. Big up the band for letting us drop that in demo form during a Versus with Friction a few weeks back, which pretty much decimated them from the out. No one does it better. It's true. No one gets those records sounding as big and as brutal and as soulful and warm and covers the spectrum like they do. And there are some amazing producers and mixdown engineers out there.
Status came out on Twitter yesterday and said the same thing.
Chase and Status are up there with the best, and so Skrillex and even people like Porter right now and Median and Zed, and I mean, you know, the standard for that level of electronic music right now is never been higher in terms of what people can get out of their records. People talk about this thing called the loud wars, when records started to get mastered incredibly loud, and a lot of people look back on it, you know, look down on that. People who have been traditional mastering process or in the mix down process of making records sound the way they do, well, like, it doesn't have to be loud to sound good. And to a certain extent, I stand by that. If the record doesn't sound good, don't make it loud. It's only going to make it worse and louder. You know, don't shout about how bad your record sounds. Don't actually make it super loud. But if you've got the ingredients there and each individual sound in a record sounds as good as it does on a track like Centipede, boost the hell out of it. Honestly, when I play those records out in DJ form, even before they've even got to master, and I'm just playing them out as works in progress or whatever, if the guys have let me play road test stuff like they do or whatever, what do you play after it?
You have to sacrifice a record after Centipede. You have to go on and play a record that you know is amazing, but unfortunately is not even going to get a look in from the crowd until you can reset. Best that ever did it right now in this day and age. That's the bar. They've set it. Get into it. Wait for the return of Plan B after what was easily one of the most provocative and brilliant singles in a long time, and Ill Manners has been a wait. It's been a wait for fans. It's been a wait for us. I mean, how was it, debuting it in a live environment on live television? Because that was that's a gutsy move, man.
It was nerve-wracking, but we had to play something, and Jules were really good because usually you have to send them exactly what you're doing, and we was kind of a bit finicky about what we was going to play and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's really good about that, and I mean, I was writing the second verse up to 10 minutes before we started the show. I was still writing it, like it was that at the wire, like it was crazy. And then you started playing it like straight away and calling it the hottest record, and I was like, damn, I gotta get this finished.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Hey, bruv, respect for the tweets and respect for the support. It's like nothing I've experienced before, to be honest. It was really exciting to like pull something out the bag last minute, us to perform it with the energy we did, and then you to support it like you did. Like, it was great, man.
Oh, listen, thank you. Thanks for acknowledging it, man, but you're more than welcome. The music is what sets the bar for us, and it's what leads the way for you, and is a big part of your inspiration that goes with the film and everything else. And this piece of music in relation to the album, obviously it's a cornerstone, or you wouldn't have put it out there ahead of release. How does the album flow? Because people have become accustomed to you taking a more detailed approach to your music and to your art, as opposed to just putting a collection of songs together. Have you done that again with Ill Manners? I know it works with the film, but does it flow like an album in that sense too?
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm working against the wire to get it done. I mean, obviously all the music that's in the film, yes, like it all kind of, that it has a place, like certain songs come before others, but in terms of the final thing, it's like the first time I've ever had to work like this, pull something out the bag, and I hate that, because I want to perfect it, and I want everything I do to be an improvement on the last thing I've done, or to be as good as, and it's it's extremely difficult for me, because I'm a control freak, and I'm having to let go. Actually, having to let go, I think that Lost My Way wouldn't sound the way it does now if I hadn't have let go.
Well,
sometimes I can suffocate things and stop them from breathing and just letting them be what they are.
Yeah, but you raise an interesting point there, because you took your time with Strickland Banks for all intents and purposes, because I guess there was no major expectation for a record to be that accomplished and that successful after what you'd done initially. So you had the room to breathe there. But it seems in recent times that you have really put yourself on the line with huge goals and huge targets to reach, between the Sweeney. You say you don't like doing it, but have you felt that in working that way that you've kind of become accustomed to it?
I've just learned that I don't know, like I guess I believe in fate, man. You know what I mean? Because there's some things where I'm like, there's no way I can do this, and then we've pulled it out the bag because stars have aligned in our favour. It's the only way I can put it. Like, certain things happen that just, I don't know, man. I've got to get a song mixed, and the person who worked on it originally is not available, and none of the other people are available, and then I just happen to bump into someone. I just happen to bump into the right person who I can trust with my music to do the right thing, and they do it. And really, it's stuff like that. It's just random meetings with people, and then it just, in hindsight, you look back and go, it makes sense, and I always should have worked with that person on this track. And, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's strange. It's strange. All I can say is fate, because, it's very ambitious what I tried to do, and, like, some energy is watching over me. And I'm managing to pull it off.
Lost my way, fell down a hole.
You're listening to the Monday Night Feature interview with Plan B on Radio 1, Part 2, after Lost My Way.
Lost my way, no going back. I'm stuck right here, and that is that.
all you will see is ill manner people will manner than the illest manner person you've ever met in your manner or ever likely to meet in any manner, cause this man is deep. You judge them on the life that they lead, but then it isn't all as black and white as it seems. They're all in some way enslaved and their circumstances shape the way they behave when they're out on the streets. Why? These kids, they got no hope, walking around never states thinking this is it. They ain't never getting out and it's no joke. Probably it's the best of lives they're ever gonna get. They don't believe they can succeed or the opportunities you say about there really exist, cause they've been told every day from the minute they were born by their fucked up parents that they ain't shit. Mom and dad never made nothing of themselves, nah. So why the hell are they gonna? School's a waste of time, they're only gonna fail. Their older brother went jail, why ain't they gonna? I mean they hang with thugs, they sell drugs, ain't afraid to put a couple slugs in you if you say something. They ain't in that way, but you don't care either way. To you they're all the same, just a bunch of fucking youths that are out every day working for the devil's pay. The young souls that went astray, listen and you hear them say, that's my way, that's my way. Down, down, no one's gonna come and save my soul. That's my way, that's my way. No going back, I'm stuck right here, and that is that. God said let there be light, created Adam and Eve. Then he gave them eyes and told them both to believe in something they will never actually physically see. Then the devil came along and planted a seed, and doubt started growing from the ground like trees, right up to the sky, so profound it seemed to be the only thing in this life that wasn't a dream. Made from stone, steel and iron beams, the council blocks to defiantly mean, and bullied the sky so everybody could see. Some birds were caged and will never be free, and gradually people began to change their beliefs until God was nothing more than just a fictional being. The worship of money merged through colours and creeds into one true religion that was driven by greed. Corporate machines trying to sell you shit you don't need on the television and the ad breaks in between. The people only cared about material things, not the lives of other fellow human beings, and I'm guilty of it too, or so it seems. I've lost my way, fell down a hole. No one's gonna come and save my soul. That's my way, no going back. I'm stuck right here, and that is that, that is that. That's my way, fell down a hole. No one's gonna come and save my soul. That's my way, no going back. I'm stuck right here, and that is that. If you don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. And look at happens and you lost your way. If you don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. And look at happens and you lost your way. If you don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. And look at happens and you lost your way. If you don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. And look at happens and you lost your way. If you don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. Don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. Don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. Fall for anything. Fall for anything. Don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. Don't believe in something, then you fall for anything. Don't believe in something, then you fall for anything.
You know, the movie is finished now, and it's been critically acclaimed and across the board, as far as I can tell. And I've been following a lot of the reviews and a lot of the critics' comments on it. As far back as I remember meeting you, you've always talked about wanting to work in film and direct a film and do a film.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, the experience I know was fraught because of budget issues, because the subject matter was heavy going, and you know, you up against it. You had a lot of other things going on. But overall, aside from that individual experience, have you maintained the bug to make films, or do you feel you got it out of your system?
This is just the beginning. For me, I've been making films from the start. I've just been making them with music. So it's always been a story. You know, everything. The plan B has been about the first album being a collection of short films. The second album, Strickland Manx, being a film. That's why I saw it. I've always said film for the blind, you know, and then Ill Manners, me taking one of those albums and turning it into a proper motion picture, you know. And for me, that's my angle as an artist, you know. That's what's going to allow me to keep on switching from genre to genre, because the one thing that ties it all together is the fact that it's so visual, you know, with the videos, with the film aspect of it. For me, that's going to allow me to be doing soul, then to be doing hip-hop, then to be doing reggae, or the stuff I do in Chase the Status, or anything else, you know, that I want to do.
The success that came with Ill Manners, I think, caught a lot of people off guard. How do you feel now in the wake of Ill Manners, and also the fact that it thrust you back on the cover of a lot of magazines, it got you a lot of attention, because, you know, you're the only artist that actually went on record to said it at a time that no one was saying it?
I mean, look, to be honest, you know, I've just done a soul album, therefore the majority of my fans now, you know, they know me as a soul singer, they don't know my first record. And I kind of thought, I'm going to lose a lot of them, but it doesn't matter, because this is what I want to do. This is, you know, what I want to say right now, and this is what makes me happy. And if I lose them, I lose them. It's not the end of the world. You know, everything is is a risk, and my career could, anyone's career, any of us artists, our careers could end tomorrow. And you'll just have to say, well, what's the important thing, though? You know, the bigger picture is that as human beings, we're happy, we're doing what we want to do, and you know, if the career ends tomorrow, if all like the high life ends tomorrow, then it ends tomorrow, isn't it?
It seems to me that your audience, though, that have come through the Strickland Banks era with you and appreciated the tale that you told in relation to that album, I think that they understood the reality behind the subject matter more than perhaps a lot of people gave credit to them. You know, maybe even yourself. They saw beyond the melody and the pop hooks and the great live show and the festivals and everything, and they actually connected to the fact that the plot is based in a universal reality on a day-to-day basis in some capacity. You know.
Oh man, definitely the music.
It's like they've followed you through into Ill Manners now and into this new era because they've connected that reality is what they like about you.
Man. Sorry, don't get me wrong, like, if you're a fan of Plan B, you're a fan of everything I do.
Yeah.
You understand? And you understand me. Some people are just fans of my album. People say, oh, he grew up with the second album, he grew up, and he's okay to listen to now.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, Lowe you, innit? Like, it's not about that. It's about, you know, my first record was a hip-hop record, and it was saying what it was saying at the time, and my soul record was just me saying something different. It doesn't mean to say that because, you know, at that point I was doing soul, that I wasn't a hip-hop artist anymore, that I didn't stand for the same things, you know, socially and politically and morally. You know, I'm the same person, and not one sound or one thing I do is going to define me, you know. And that's the difference. Like, with a film director, if he makes the same film over and over again, just changes the name, changes the cast, like, he gets criticised. Film directors are expected to bring out brand new, fresh films, fresh stories. You know, with music it's different. Music say, okay, yeah, that's like your first album. That's defined you as a human being.
Yeah.
And that is what you have to carry on doing.
The Monday Night Feature interview with Plan B continues after Ill Manners.
Let's all go on an urban safari. We might see some illegal migrants. Oi, look, there's a chap. That means council housed and violent. He's got a hoodie on, give him a hug. A second thoughts don't, you don't want to get mugged. Oh, too late, that was kinda dumb. Whose idea was that? Stupid. He's got some fun. Ain't we all? Be the joker, play the fool. It's politics, ain't it all? Smoke and mirrors, April Fools. All year round, all in all. Just another brick in the wall. Get away with murder in the schools. Use 4 letter swear words cause we're cool. Rule drinkers, drug takers. Every single one of us runs the herb. Keep on believing what you read in the papers. Count to a state is scum of the earth. Thinking no alive on the count to a state is from a thing you ever read about it or heard. But it's all true, so stay with your safest. There's no need to step out the bird. Truth is here, we're all disturbed. We cheat and lie, it's so absurd. Feed the fear, that's what we've learned. Fuel the fire, let it burn. Oi, I said oi. What you looking at, you little rich boy? We're poor, round here, run home and lock your door. Don't come round no more, you can get run for. Hell, yeah, because my mind is ill. My mind is ill. For real, yeah, you know my mind is ill. My mind is ill. You could get lost in this concrete jungle. New bills keep springing up out of nowhere. Take the wrong turn down a one-way junction. Find yourself in the hood, nobody goes there. We got an eco-friendly government. They preserve our natural habitat. Built an entire Olympic village around where we live about. Pulling down any flats, give us free money and we don't pay any tax. NHS healthcare, yes please, many thanks. People get stabbed round here, there's many shanks. Nice knowing someone's got a back when we get attacked. Don't bloody give me that, I lose my temper. Who closed down the community centre? I kill time there, used to be a member. What will I do now till September? Schools out, rules out, get your bloody tools out. London's burning, I predict a riot. Fall in, fall out, who knows what it's all about? What did that chief say? Something about the Kaisers. Kids on the street, now they never miss a beat, never miss a cheap thrill when it comes their way. Let's go looting, no not looting. The high street's closer, cover your face. And if we see any rich kids on the way, we'll make them wish they stayed inside. There's a charge for congestion, everybody's gotta pay. Do what this does, rub them blind. Oi, I said oi. What you looking at, you little rich boy? We're poor, round here, run home and lock your door. Don't come round here no more, you can get run for. Hell, yeah, because my mind is ill. My mind is ill. For real, yeah, you know my mind is ill. My mind is ill. bloody rich kids never listen. There's no such thing as broken Britain. We're just bloody broken Britain. What needs fixing is the system. Not shop windows down and box the Myers on the television. You can't put up all in prison.
We're going to get a chance to talk a lot more about this record, this album in detail, and what you've been up to on June 13th, because hopefully you're aware, you know, we've got a Made of Our session that's going to happen live on Radio 1 as opposed to in a pre-recorded environment. And I'm going to be broadcasting down there. You're going to be down there with the band, and you're going to be playing a whole lot of tunes, the ones that we know, and a few up front as well from the new record. And, you know, from our point of view, we're super excited about that. And I know that you're up against it at the moment on every aspect of your career in this project. Are you going to be ready on June 13th to be able to deliver?
Well, I hope so.
Me too.
I hope it is uncertain. Like, it's crazy. It's like I need some luck to get there on time, get everything finished. I'm gonna need some luck. But I'm just stay positive. Send me positivity and light, man.
Always been.
Right.
BBC Radio 1. Listen, watch, share. This week on the Radio 1 website, you can listen again to any show from the last 7 days, including the best in dance and hip-hop with Diplo and friends.
Some amazing mixes, some of the best. Profits, come in.
Watch The Cribs in session for Zane Lowe and Lost Profits in the Live Lounge with me, Fern Cotton.
Fern Cotton, one less in the month.
Plus, join in and share the hilariously fun and addictive Chris Moyle's Hackney Dash game.
Right, let's do this.
Listen, watch, share on the new and improved BBC Radio 1 website.
Check the Radio 1 website for more highlights.
Listen, watch, share.
Hey, Vaccines fans, 8:30 for a repeat right now. 81199 on the text console. Reach for your mobile phone and you tell me, because I can't decide. Do you want to hear music from Jack White? Text JDub 81199 JW. Or do you want to hear a record from Wednesday night's session guests Hot Chip? We got the brand new single Night and Day or Freedom at 21 lined up. It could be either or. 81199. Chris, you across the text console. You tell me the first text to come through either with JW or HC or Hot Chip. And the first one gets played, preferably with a name attached as well. Wednesday night Hot Chip session, and of course Jack White lining up a performance at Hackney for the Hackney weekend. 81199 if you want to hear Jack White JW, or 81199 if you want to hear Hot Chip.
J-Dub.
Myself in a second. I found myself in a second-hand guitar. Never thought it would happen, but I found myself in a second-hand guitar. So I've just got to know, I truly have to know. So you got to let me know. Is your love big enough for what's to come? Got so hot in the city that I forgot everything I was looking for. Made my way to the dance floor, and I danced till I wasn't drunk anymore. So I just got to know, I truly have to know. So you got to let me know. Is your love big enough for what's to come? Baby, let me know. Is your love big enough for past is gone? Baby, let me know. Underground, underground, with the
Harvest right now, man. Everybody's talking about her. Stevie Wonder, Prince are jocking her, literally, on the phone, like, hey, want to jam? Okay, Prince. Stevie Wonder's like, can I get guest list for your LA show? Sure, Stevie Wonder, that's fine. Biffy Clyro, can we get guest list for your LA show? Sure you can, no problem. Leanne LaHavas, living the dream and loving it. Is Your Love Big Enough? Quality new record and a former hottest on this show. For those that don't know, Hottest Records, Monday to Thursday, 7:30 p.m. on the dot. Not only is it a great piece of music, it's a timekeeper for you. You know when the Hottest Records jingle hits, it's 7:30. You put your life on that. That's a guarantee. I stand by it. Calix and TB, how do you go from one to the other? This is universal truth. Good music, future R1. TB, brand new drum and bass for you, Stepping Stones. Keep your mobile phone handy at 81199. Stay on Twitter and Facebook. We're coming to you for the last 25 minutes of tonight's show to find out what your highlights have been throughout the day and throughout the night on the show. It's time now for your 8:30 repeat of the hottest record in the world. The Vaccines gave us a worldwide exclusive for you tonight of the first single from their forthcoming album. The Vaccines Come of Age. It's called No Hope.
I think, we all felt it was a really good bridge, between the first record and the second record. I think, it shows people we're still doing pretty much the same thing, but that I guess as musicians and performers, I think we've come a long way in the last sort of 18 months.
It's about 7:30 p.m. and my man Zane is about to put on the hottest show in the world.
The truth about an uneventful youth, or you could get that rap from someone else. And I could make an observation if you want the voice of a generation, but I'm too self-absorbed to give it clout. And I don't really care about anybody else when I haven't got my own life figured out. When you're young, bored, and 24 and don't know you, I know, but there's no hope and it's hard to come of age. I think it's a problem, does it ever go away? I know I am so self-obsessed, I guess, but there's no hope and I hope it's just a phase. I'll outgrow, find it in the charm of an English nation, but wouldn't that be cheap and ill-informed? And I could bet you don't believe me if I said it came from deep within me, but I promise you I'm telling you the truth. And I don't really care about anybody else when I haven't got my own life figured out. 'Cause when you're 24 and young, hard to come of age. I think it's a problem, does it ever go away? I know I am so self-obsessed, I guess, but there's no hope and I hope it's just a phase. I'll outgrow. Well, I wish that I was comfortable in my own skin, but the whole thing feels like an exercise in trying to be someone I would rather not be. I tried to second guess if you would be approving. I find my life ever so moving. Came wide-eyed and unassuming. Oh, okay. There is no hope, but there's desperately no hope, but there's definitely no hope if you don't believe me. Oh, yeah, there is no hope, and there's desperately no hope, but there's definitely no hope if you don't believe me. Oh, but I don't really care about anybody else when I haven't got my own life figured out. 'Cause when you're 24 and young and bored and don't know you, I know, but there's no hope and it's hard to come of age. I think it's a problem, does it ever go away? I know I am so self-obsessed, I guess, but there's no hope and I hope it's just a phase. I'll outgrow, there's no hope.
Following What Did You Expect with Coming of Age, The Vaccines album number 2, produced by Ethan Johns, a man who has handled the boards for the likes of Laura Marling and Kings of Leon. A nice bridge between album 1 and 2. You get No Hope, a worldwide exclusive, and your second spin tonight on Radio 1. It's nice, isn't it? The weather. It's been really nice. It's been really nice to watch kind of the neighborhoods that I sort of live around and walk around in, and the parks just come alive and people get really
just start smiling and being civil to one another. Don't get me wrong, I love the grumpiness of this part of the world. It's one of the reasons why I stayed. It suits me too. But I also enjoy walking around and seeing people smile at one another and be in good spirits, and the sun has really brought that out. It's been a dry heat too, which is good. Not a lot of mugginess going on where I've been standing, which is always my favorite kind of heat. When it gets a bit muggy, it gets a bit much. But the dry heat has been lovely. It's been a real pleasure to sit out in and play football in, and it's been brilliant. So, we'd like to celebrate that fact right now on a Monday evening right here on your favorite radio station in the world, world's famous BBC Radio 1, by choosing a selection of brand new songs from artists that we think will sound fantastic in the summer. I suppose you could say this is kind of the beginning of your summer playlist. So maybe we should just make this up as we're going along. Dan, why don't we make a new point in the track listings and call this Summer Playlist?
Okay.
Yeah. And then people can go to the track listings and find out what we played in and around that and add it to them if they want. And then at some point we'll get our act together and make it a feature on Facebook, and you'll be able to find the links. Maybe we'll do that for next Monday. In any case, this is the summer playlist. It starts right here with a brand new act that are called the 1975. And this is a first time play for us. So this would normally go in Next Hype, but it sounds ready. It sounds brilliant. And we think it's going to sound fantastic over the summer months into this year. And most probably realistically at the pace things move now next year as well. So without further ado, this is the 1975. The start of your summer playlist for 2012 is The City. Summer all the way through it. Literally. Rays of sunshine blasting out of that record. It's called The City. The band is called the 1975. It's an apt way to start our summer playlist for you. We'll keep updating and adding to it as you listen to the show. We'll make sure there's a record of it online so you can find it in its entirety as it's added up as well. So you can go and find these links and find this music and provide you with a playlist for you to listen to. Be on the move, be mobile, be on the run, or be stationary. It's your summer playlist. And for the next record,
we go to a summer town.
Stepped on some moth wings, the day that nearly broke away. I knew how far the seagulls love, but you should never give it up.
And that's Perth. Summer right there from the 1975 Right Through the Pond. Moth Wings. One more for the barbecue crew. One more for the barbecue cold drink crew with the ice cubes in the glass and the sunshine overhead. Totally enormous extinct dinosaurs on the radio.
The feel I love in you is making me stronger. But I know that a heartache waits for me just around the corner.
Dev, 4 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Cheesy Tuesday. Charlie Sloth from 2 to 4 a.m. with his Fire in the Booth. On tour from Southampton. The Rock Show with Daniel P. Carter at midnight. Nick Grimshaw at 10 p.m. and Radio 1 Stories at 9.
But I know that heartache waits for me just around the corner. The feel I love in you is making me stronger. But I know that heartache waits for me just around the corner.
Details tonight. Radio 1 Stories leading by example between 9 and 10. Nick Grimshaw charts the rise of example from battle rapper to superstar. Nick Grimshaw continues from 10 p.m. to midnight. Call or delete. The rather cruel but hugely entertaining game Nick likes to play with guests, and tonight pre-recorded with Harry Styles. It should be pointed out, just for the sake of your own time, planning to come in and see Harry Styles tonight, don't bother. It's pre-recorded. He's in America apparently. The Rock Show with Daniel P. Carter from midnight to 2 a.m. Charlie Sloth, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Huh?
What's Dev got again?
Dev's got Cheesy Tuesday. Shout out to the boy Dev. It's coming up to 47 minutes past 8 on a Monday night. Tomorrow night we have a hottest record in the world from Pure Love, Frank from Gallows' band, a brand new single. That's a worldwide exclusive. And this is ridiculous. In the countdown to Hackney, we're looking for live performances and various guests to join us in the build-up to what is without a doubt the biggest live event we've ever been involved in here at Radio 1 and 1 Extra. And we got something very special lined up. Personally signed off by Jay-Z and his management company in Rock Nation, we get highlights of Jay-Z's Glastonbury set for one night only tomorrow night. That's your archive live.
One night only.
One night only. Make sure you RT and share that news to all Jay-Z fans. It's going to be massive. Hot Chip session on Wednesday. Let's get one more in the summer playlist, shall we? Should we do one more? All right. Make a note of it. Get a copy of it. Add it to your summer playlist and you won't...
If film, fashion, music, gaming, comedy, journalism or making money is your thing, but you've no idea how to make it your job, check into BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra's Hackney Academy in June to get the start you need from people who are already doing what you love, including Leona Lewis, Plan B, Paloma Faith, Adam Deacon, Labyrinth, Ashley Walters, Rizzle Kicks, Fern Cotton, and me, Trevor Nelson. Whatever your thing is, make it your future.
Get inspired, get involved, and take it on.
Find out more from the Radio 1 website.
BBC Hackney 2012.
Zed.
Breathing you in when I want you out. Finding our truth in a hope of doubt. Lying inside our quiet drama. Wearing your heart like a stolen dream. Opening skies with your broken keys. No one can blind us any longer. We'll run.
ridiculous level of production and quality in that record for the club, for the big rooms. That is Zed. It's from Germany, affiliated with Ausler, and that one coming out on Interscope Records. Track is called Spectrum, massive record. Thank you so much for listening tonight. We had an absolute blast broadcasting for you. We always do. There's no question about that. But it was really particularly fun tonight, having a lot of big returns. The Vaccines, a worldwide exclusive for you, played at 7:30 and 8:30 on the Hottest Records blog. You can stream that for 7 days. And you can find that. I can't remember the URL. It's a long one. I think it's bbc.co.uk/blogs/Zane Lowe. But the best thing to do is Google it, search it, Yahoo it, whatever. Go find it. So there it is. We're back again tomorrow night. Massive again. Pure Love, hottest record in the world. Where's Frank gonna go next? Find out at 7:30 p.m. plus interview. We also have Jay-Z. Live music, archive live, taken from his legendary Glastonbury performance and signed off for one night only on this show, on this radio station. So share that information. Wednesday night, amazing session from Hot Chip lined up. Disclosure, hottest record, and Thursday, a very special verses. We're out of here, and as promised, we're going to break down some brand new Cypress Hill and Roscoe. Cypress Hill have been proactive lately. Not only has DJ Muggs gone ahead and made his latest dubstep record featuring Dizzy Rascal, they've also appeared on a brand new Deadmau5 record, which is a total sidestep for him, and this one is a total slice of summer. This is Cypress Hill and Roscoe, Can't Keep Me Down, and Rakim will say peace.
The richest one from these premises, but don't be afraid to smoke the high grade. It was written that I would be another killer spitting, that I was born to be the Buddha king, and you're my witness. We blow trees, better believe we taking care of business. Hit the kush, brains mush, taste so exquisite. I pay a visit within your subconscious thoughts and listen. You see a vision, collect your mind, time's up, you missed it. Medicate, don't hesitate, call me twisted. But if you try to steal my sack, boy, we go ballistic. They call me doctor, the party rocker, the scientific. Warlock with the tiger's blood, I'm the mystic. Animalistic with the beautiful mind, self-admitted. Father the style, there's so many, but it's down to fit it. 20 years grinding it out, blood, sweat, and tears. I was supposed to be the lost one, but I had no fears. Hit the gas, taking lanes and switching gears. Whatever the path is, concentrate on what you hear.
Live amongst the clouds, only the Most High is above me. No one can keep me down. My roots are in the streets, and the streets will always love me. So no one can keep me down.
It was written, the dog's gonna go the distance. Off the leash, terrorizing the streets. Your style fitting, so stop your counterfeiting. We the first ones that rap for that marijuana leaf. You're staring at your feet, while I'm staring at the feet. Riding its size, it's success or demise. I keep Cypress Avenue fresh on the mind. No, I made it out the ghetto one step at a time.
Live amongst the clouds, only the Most High is above me. No one can keep me down. My roots are in the streets, and the streets will always love me. So no one can keep me down.
Cross the line and let's hell the pain. Cypress Hill keeps it real, guess they failed the same. Big guns and bullets, we pulled in a spray. Let's smoke a big ass joint and call it a day. That's how the dog roll, leaving haters jato. Violators get rolled and smoke like Ponto. Kush and Jack, yeah, that's a killer combo. Master of the sideshow, tripping as the room goes.
I live amongst the clouds, only the Most High is above me. No one can keep me down. My roots are in the streets, and the streets will always love me. So no one can keep me down.